Good afternoon. I'm Dan DeRosa with 19 News, coming to you from our digital desk. We want to have a conversation about Senate Bill 174 that passed in the Ohio Senate this past November. We're going to get a progress report on this. Should really be considered sort of a parenting rights bill. The unfortunate events that unfolded last week in the city of Cleveland, with the mother now being charged in 2 counts of murder with the 2 young girls found in suitcases, has really brought up a question about parenting rights. We've interviewed the father of one of the victims, saying he's been trying to get parental rights over the past couple of years, and he just wasn't getting listened to, according to him. So with that in mind, we thought we would take another look at Senate Bill 174, and no better person to ask than one of the co-sponsors, State Senator Teresa Gavarone. She's from the Republican from the Bowling Green District. That also represents Sandusky here in our viewing area. Senator, thanks for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me here.
Let's talk about this bill. First of all, you're one of the co-authors here, one of the co-sponsors. What was the goal of this parenting bill? Because the way I've read through it, this isn't about getting the mother more rights. It's not about getting the father more rights. What is the goal here?
The goal of this legislation is really to recenter focus on what is in a child's best interest and making sure that we're focusing on the child. It's a long time coming. It's a modernization bill. I've been an attorney who practiced in this space for a long time, and definitely see the need for updating some of these concepts.
So what was, and updating is a great word, and I'm sure some of these laws haven't been touched in quite a few years. What did you see as an attorney who practiced in this realm? What did you see as problems with the way the bill is currently, the way the law is currently?
Yes, well, currently, most courts have a standard court schedule. If the parties don't have a shared parenting plan, the court will usually do, usually it's mom getting custody and dad getting every Wednesday and every other weekend. Well, this legislation does away with that and really encourages maximizing parenting time with both parents, understanding that in most cases, that's what's in a child's best interest. And so that's what the court strives to do, tries to encourage the parents to work together to come up with equal parenting time or substantially equal parenting time when it's in a child's best interest. And so it does away with those standard court schedules.
And
It also,
some of the highlights of this that I was reading through just seems to be one of those common sense kind of laws that we'd like to see sort of implemented. It does require this parenting plan where there's sort of an agreed upon plan of raising a child, a meaningful relationship with both parents. It's the idea of it's not just one day this week and 2 days next week. It is shared parenting time, shared decision-making time. There, let's be honest, several big decisions that have to be made, and they shouldn't be made one direction. I do like this, the way it's been highlighted, prohibits the court from giving preference to a father or a mother or legal custodian because of a person's financial status or gender. Why is that so important?
it's so important. And you hear about cases all the time where people will say, well, mom is going to get custody and I'm just going to get, every other weekend or visitation. And we want to change that. Really, when you're looking at what's in a child's best interest, again, trying to maximize that parenting time and not regardless of whether someone is bringing in a whole lot of money or someone is father or mother.
And
Again, focusing on what's best for that child.
yeah, and then there's also this, and I thought this was great. With unmarried parents, it allows either the mother or the father, again, it's this equality idea that the mother doesn't get more power than the father or vice versa, that they can file a complaint at no charge, because let's be honest,
Yes.
that's going to be one of the biggest obstacles for a father or a mother trying to get more rights to see their children is money. I don't have the money to hire an attorney to go to court for this. So to file a complaint at no charge, requesting the allocation of parenting rights and responsibilities be examined and perhaps changed, and the chance to get an expedited hearing. So removing the financial component and making it expedited. Why were those two areas of focus here?
It's really important. We certainly want to break down barriers and make sure that both parents have an opportunity for a meaningful relationship with their child. And you're right, the filing fee can be a barrier, but we also want to expedite the process. Say you just find out your dad. This allows you to request visitation, either you or the mother, and an expedited process within 30 days, have a hearing and temporary orders in place so that we can get that meaningful visitation time and parenting time established in a quick manner.
We are speaking with State Senator Gavarone from the Bowling Green District, also represents all of Sandusky. Let's talk about the status. It has passed the Senate. Where are we at? And would you define this as stalled? It was just passed in November by the Senate. It's now got to pass the House. Where are we at? And would you say it's stalled?
I would not say it's stalled. We have been continuously working to improve the language, and hopefully we'll have a few minor tweaks in place, and then be working with the Judicial Committee in the House to try and get things moving through that process as well. I think it's a really important piece of legislation. It has over 90 supportive groups behind this legislation. As a matter of fact, it's one of the top priorities for the domestic violence advocates as well. Protecting children is so important, and this bill goes a long way to do just that.
Do you have a hope for passage before perhaps summer recess to be able to get this through?
I tell you what, I am going to be working hard to get this done as quickly as possible, because I think it's a really important piece of legislation.
State Senator Teresa Gavarone, thank you so much for the time. We know you're busy. We appreciate the time here in Northeast Ohio. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
Okay, take care. That's going to wrap it up. Again, just a discussion on a piece of legislation that is kind of coming back into focus a little bit now that we see the tragic events of what happened last week, and examining the rights of parents moving forward. So we'll keep an eye on this bill and let you know if and when it makes it to the House floor and perhaps to the governor's desk. Remember, we have 3.5 hours of First Alert weather and news coming up at 3 o'clock on Channel 19. So until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Hope you have a good afternoon.